I was looking at the statistics of my last night musing, 910, and of course I got some dislikes, some thumbs down for it, because I am putting Jesus into question. For my personal life, I always only speak about my own life, my own feelings, my own observations, and I'm scrutinizing my own soul. And it is funny that people dislike me doing that. They're not disliking me for accusing them of anything, but they're disliking me based on the story that their own mind is telling them. And with Jesus, for example, as a Christian, you are so heavily invested in that as your security in life that yes, you're going to thumbs down anybody that questions your security. You see, for me, it no longer is a matter of whether I am in the truth. For me, it's becoming more a matter of whether I am in honesty. It's honesty versus truth. I am being honest with myself, which is a deeper layer of truth, of being truthful with myself, truthfully honest. I'm not going to continue promoting a truth as a common belief, because truth is not about beliefs, certainly not about traditional beliefs that a certain religion has imposed on humanity over the last 1700 years and declared that to be the ultimate and only truth. That is not truth. Just because a billion people parrot and repeat the same mantra doesn't make it truth. So I will keep speaking my honesty, and it very much disagrees with the collective consented upon truth or story. Another man's story is really irrelevant to me. I am discovering my own story. I'm discovering my own truth, my own honesty. Can I be honest with myself? Can I be honest with my feelings? Can I honor my feelings, even if they go contrary to what everyone else in the Christian community believes? Can you be honest with yourself and to yourself? Or are you living against the authenticity of your soul, of what you're really feeling when you felt treated unjustly? When you felt that God didn't come through for you? What we do as Christians is we gaslight ourselves. We question ourselves. We put ourselves in question so as to preserve the image of God blameless. We torment and torture ourselves and twist ourselves against nature. We suppress these emotions. We shun honesty in favor of upholding this image, this idol that our mind has formed to be God, right? Let there no blemish come upon God, even if it's to the detriment of our own souls. No more. I'm not doing that anymore. You see, this is when you are transacting in the dimension of duality. When we transact between in the separation of self and God, when we have separated the two, then there is always this war in us of having to deny ourselves so that only honor will come to God. But we will continually dishonor ourselves and make ourselves sick. And this creates the war within us, the war that Jesus spoke of. A house that is divided within itself shall fall. We can't function. We cannot function in wholeness in this duality mindset. You see, I have the consciousness of omnism, that I am God, that I am source God, pushed out as matter, known as Rene. The same is true for you and everything else. The same is true for my dog. That's a multi-dimensional view instead of just a three-dimensional awareness. No, in singularity, in oneness, you cannot offend God by standing up for yourself, because the self is God, right? And this way, no one comes short of the glory of God. But in duality, all fall short of the glory of God, because our mind has separated us from God as separate beings, as lower beings that may not raise their fist to their maker. You see the concept of human and maker? If you have a maker, you are separate from source. And there's no way for you to be one with source. You will always just be the clay on the potter's table. So, that was written for a world steeped in the consciousness of duality. And I have left that world. I have entered the consciousness of oneness, and what I do for myself, I do for God. No more denying my honest feelings only to please and uphold this image of God that is separate in the mind's vain imagination.